Every day, we face this pressure to have nice things, look a certain way, and live up to an unrealistic expectation. We've been told you must have a college degree, get married, and have a big house just to be happy. I believe this is so untrue, but every time you turn on the television or scroll through your phone, this message is being played over and over. We wake up, get caffeinated, and head to a job that we absolutely hate. Then we come home and get ready to do it all over again the next day. Every second of our lives are mentally and emotionally so demanding. So at what point is this too much? So imagine one of those days your alarm goes off, but for some reason you have no motivation to get out of bed. You are so unmotivated that the thought of getting out of bed and heating some leftovers seems like such a daunting task. You can't imagine going to the gym, sending that work email, or taking care of anything on your to-do list. Now, it's totally okay if you have a lazy day with the intention of giving yourself a break and recovering the body, but the difference is when you slip into a rut. A rut is when you have no intentions of wasting your day and doing absolutely nothing. With a rut, you lose all motivation and you get derailed from all the progress that you've been making. Now, this rut could easily go on for days, weeks, or even months. But the bigger problem is your mind is incredible at adapting and finding a comfort zone, but we want to make sure that our comfort zone is not this new rut. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. So in this video, I'm going to walk you guys through the steps that I take to get myself out of a rut. Now, I am not a doctor by any means, but I wanted to share my experiences that have helped me. So the very first one is kind of dumb as this sounds. Ideally, we are trying to prevent ourselves from getting in the rut in the first place. Now, for me, personally, I get in the rut when I stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning playing video games with my friends, and then I just feel really tired and lazy the next day. I have no motivation. I'm really tired. I'm just going to look at my phone and I'm just going to go back to bed. But because I've stayed up so late, I've offset my 8 hours of sleep. By the time I wake up, it's in the afternoon. I feel like I've wasted the day and I just go in this mental hole of I'm already wasted it, so I'm just going to keep wasting it kind of rut. The other thing that gets me in the rut is having absolutely terrible nutrition. I am not a fan of cooking. And if you guys have any suggestions on easy meals, put them in the comments down below. But I am not a fan of cooking at all. So then I get fast food all the time. I end up just not eating at all, just completely not eating. It's like I skip dinner all the time. I know it's not the best choice. And then I end up eating a bunch of junk food. So all of these things compile to my body running on a bunch of Red Bull and a bunch of energy drinks and then fast food. And it's not the most healthy thing. On that note, I am starting a 90-day transformation of this body so that I can get back on track and create new habits and try to be as healthy as possible. So subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be showing you that transformation. So the second bullet point is going to be identifying that you are in a rut. And that's okay. Be objective about it, not subjective. Objective, just seeing how did I get here? Why am I here? What am I feeling? What is going on? Versus going negative or being subjective, meaning that I'm trash, I'm a piece of junk, and I got here because I'm not good enough. No, just be objective. Hey, I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning hanging out with my friends, and now I've wasted my next day. Okay, be objective about it and change that if you need to. Change that. It's totally fine. Be objective. Hey, I just need to go get some sleep and recover. And if that's what your body needs to get out of the rut, is to sleep, recover, and feel good. Well, you were only able to identify that because you were objective about your situation. Bullet point number 3 is, let's say that the rut is a little bit deeper than we hoped and the last step didn't really help us. What I like to do now that I've identified that I'm in a rut is that I can sit at the end of my bed and I can do some breath work. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is get my body and mind to just be in an appreciative and thankful state. So I'm going to do this thing called box breathing. Box breathing essentially means you take a 4-second breath in, and then you hold it for 4 seconds, and then you go 4 seconds exhale, and 4 seconds hold. I absolutely struggle with the 4 seconds at the bottom. Exhale, hold. my body panics, I will use that 4-second box breathing technique while I'm thinking about 3 things I appreciate. Now, once that I'm more in an appreciative state, that allows me just to be like, dude, it's not so bad. I'm not really in a rut. I'm okay. I appreciate that I have a job. I appreciate that I have food in the refrigerator. And I appreciate I have a really nice bed to lay in. So then it helps me get out of the rut because I kind of feel like I'm appreciative and things aren't so bad. And bullet point number 4, so we're still in the rut. The next thing that I love to do is get out of the house and move my body. If I can separate my mindset and my little dark dungeon that I've kind of created in my mind, if I can get myself out of that situation, I have a better chance of just getting out of the rut. So what I like to do is go for a walk, play disc golf, call a friend and go grab a coffee and go for a walk together. But moving the body and getting out of the house is such a big deal for me getting out of that rut. Now, I'm out here in Colorado going for a nice, beautiful hike, and it made me want to think about and talk to you guys about what are the awesomeness about hiking. One is it allows me to remove myself from my normal day-to-day routine. I'm on the grind, I'm on the grind, I'm on the grind. But if I can separate myself from that and think about my relationships, think about other ways to improve my life, think about what I appreciate about living in Colorado, puts things into perspectives, and it just helps me really understand why I'm here, what I'm doing with my life, and trying to figure all that out. It gives me a second to put it in perspective. The other cool thing is you get to go experience some new cool things. You get to hear the river in the background and the birds chirping and the squirrels, see some wildlife. Puts it into perspective that at the end of the day for me, if I can have fun, enjoy my life, help others, I'm gonna win in the end. And this really helps me put that in perspective. Why am I on this earth? But again, for you, maybe just getting out and about and putting a podcast on and just moving your body could be beneficial. Or is it time to contemplate and think about life and all that stuff? So definitely spend some time outside. Get out of your routine. Appreciate what you have. And I'm out of breath because I'm at 10,000 feet. Myron gets tired because the camera's really flipping heavy. Now, you don't have to go for a 100-mile hike or do anything crazy. Give yourself a 10-minute hike or a walk, 5, 10, 15, 30, whatever you got a little time for. But you don't have to make it this daunting task. Make it consumable. Set a 5-minute clock on. You can even set a 5-minute timer and go for a walk and see how you feel. You could throw a YouTube video on. I do that all the time. Hey, I'm gonna go for as long as this YouTube video for 10 minutes down and then 10 minutes back. So you could literally be on a walk watching this video, go 10 minutes down, 10 minutes back, and you did something, and that might spark that momentum to get you out of the rut. You gotta take action and you gotta do stuff, and I know that's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. At the end of the day, I just want what's best for you guys, so hopefully any of these tips make sense, make you feel better, gets you out of the rut, and then you can vibe and thrive. It's a cool little saying, huh? And then the next bullet point, number 5, is if you can't get out of the house, what are some things that you can do to be productive or move the body? So as you're in your house, you could easily brush your teeth, you can go take a shower, you can go clean the kitchen, you can do some laundry. But if you're not feeling all up to that, you can do a challenge of 30 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, and 30 squats. Now, some of those might be really hard. My push-ups are absolutely terrible. That's why I'm doing a 90-day transformation, because I'm not fit right now. But the push-ups are really hard, so I might break those up into a lot of sets of 4 or a lot of sets of 5 to get those push-ups, and just be okay with that. We're objective. I just need to move the body. I'm gonna do some push-ups, because I know if I can conquer that little push-up challenge, because it's the hardest for me out of all of those, then I know that I can feel good about myself because I've overcome a challenge. And then I can do the other ones, the push-ups, the sit-ups, and the squats, and just move the body. And afterwards, I have 2 options. Essentially, I may just feel good and I need to leave the house. I need to do productive things or go do the things on my to-do list. Or I feel like I've earned the right to go be lazy and to go chill out for a little bit. Whatever that means, right? So I can now feel like I've done something for my body. I've done something for the house. I've been productive, and I can take that and be okay with where I'm at because at least I did something for myself. Now, if you don't do all the push-ups, you don't do all that, just accept the fact that you did something or find something else to be productive on so you can be productive. I know there's a lot of resistance in ourselves to like be in a rut and go do push-ups. Sounds terrible. Doesn't want to do it. And so you have to like fight the resistance, but maybe try to find something that's a little bit more easy to obtain, that's going to be more relevant to you. So find that thing that's going to be powerful for you. Exactly what is that thing? Cleaning the kitchen, just going shopping and putting good food in your refrigerator, whatever it is, find that thing and just feel good, feel productive, do what you got to do. I don't know if you guys ever encounter this. When I actually clean my refrigerator, clean my house, it makes me feel so much better because everything's clean. It's nice. Like it makes you appreciate what you have. It's a good time. And I'm definitely not like the cleanest dude ever, but I definitely take some time to clean stuff and it just makes me feel so much better. The other thing is when you pack some awesome food and then you get hungry and you have no better options than eating awesome food, it's definitely not a bad idea versus having a bunch of junk food. So I definitely just went and did some shopping. Feeling pretty awesome. And let's say that this rut has lasted a couple more days and you just are in a funk. Well, the biggest thing for me that has helped historically is absolutely removing myself from my routine and my normal, whatever normal is. So if I can remove myself and go hang out with a new group of friends, I can go on a small camping trip, I can go drive and do something different and maybe something fun and just remove myself from the situation. It kind of goes back to the last bullet point of, okay, I did something, I can like re-trigger stuff in my head to feel productive and just get myself out of that funk. And number 7 on this list is just call somebody for help. If you're in a funk and you just need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to come over, there's hotlines that you can find, there's friends, there's families, there's people out there that want to help you and just be willing to reach out. Hey, I just need to talk. Hey, I got something going on. Can you help me? Hey, can we just go do something? Whatever it is, feel free to reach out to somebody and that can completely help you. Because it's helped me in the past. Just call my brother. What's up, brother? I'm gonna go hang out. Kind of bumming right now. He's there for me all the time. I call my dad, my mom, call my people, and they're there for me. And even when I'm more transparent and not just, hey, how are you? Hey, I'm going through this. Can you help me? That has helped me a lot. Because shows large signs of confidence when you can ask for help. So with that said, is there any other things that I may have missed on this list? I want to know from you, what works for you when you're in a rut? Comment down below because I want to hear. And on that note, guys, subscribe to the channel because we're going to be doing some really fun challenges, adventures, and a lot of videos that are dedicated to making you awesome and helping you live a better, more fulfilling, and awesome life. So on that note, guys, I love all of you. I'm out of here. Bye.